Alrighty guys, today I will be talking about the Pulsar and Lethal Gaming Gear collab, the Hyperion. This mousepad comes in a 490 by 420 millimeter, a 500 by 500 millimeter, and a 1000 by 500 millimeter size, coming in at 49, 54, and 98 euros respectively. The mousepad comes either in a normal black color or a midnight slate, which is a grayish blue color, which I have here. It also comes in a soft and X-Soft version with a 4mm thick base, as well as a firm version which is yet to be released, which will have a 3mm base. The base is made of SlimFlex, which is the same material which was previously known as Poron. It has very good desk adhesion, and overall I've had no problems with the pad moving around while I've been playing. In terms of the surface, the Hyperion is a little bit quicker than a Saturn Pro, but it is also a little bit slower than a Raiden in mid. The Hyperion has a dynamic friction of 0.237 newtons, a static friction of 0.239 newtons, while the Saturn Pro comes in with a dynamic friction of 0.258 and a static friction of 0.255, with the Raiden mid a dynamic friction of 0.228 and a static friction of 0.233. All of these values were recorded using an Arbiter Akitsu using the Jade Air Pro skates. Now, those are a lot of numbers, but what that essentially means is that if you have tried a Saturn Pro or a Raiden mid, then the Hyperion will be sitting roughly in the middle between those two pads. The stitching of the pad is technically subsurface, however there were a few occasions where the stitching did feel a little bit sharp on my arm, especially when performing very quick flicks. This isn't something I notice too often during gameplay sessions, but it is something that is definitely worth mentioning. In terms of sleeve compatibility then, the Hyperion doesn't have a lot of surface texturing, however wearing sleeves does noticeably slow down the pad. When compared to other cloth pads, it is definitely more usable with a sleeve, especially the Midori sleeve, which I have found to be the best on cloth pads. However, it isn't perfect. Now, I do want to mention that this is something that is universal across all cloth pads, but something that is worth mentioning for those of you who prefer playing with a gaming sleeve even on cloth pads. However, in my experience, even though the edges might be a little bit pointy at times, I prefer not to use a sleeve as the pad feels very comfortable and smooth on the arm as a whole. During my testing time, I was working in a humidity of between 40 and 50%, and I didn't feel any issues regarding to humidity on this pad. Overall, the glide of this pad is very even and consistent. I didn't feel any significant slowing down after approximately 30 hours of playtesting. I did also use this pad as a daily driver, so those 30 hours do not take into consideration any time spent doing work or scrolling through the internet. Now, because of the softer base, I did prefer to use full-size skates compared to the dot skates, such as the Silver Foxes, which I have on my FineMax Noah here. This is mainly because of some slight bottoming out issues when pressuring down into the pad. However, once again, this is something that is shared across most, if not all, soft cloth pads, and is not something that is specific to the Hyperion. Overall, the Pulsar and Lethal Gaming Gear Hyperion is a fantastic balanced cloth pad which I can absolutely recommend to people who play a wide variety of games such as Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, CSGO, or Kovacs. I tried this pad out in all of these games and really enjoyed using it in a variety of different aiming scenarios, including clicking, tracking, and target switching. I wouldn't recommend this pad to you if you're looking for a very controlled or a mud pad. However, using certain kind of skates, you might be able to make it a little bit slower than what I stated in this video. Thank you very much for watching this review of the Pulsar and Lethal Gaming Gear Hyperion. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of this mousepad and if you're looking forward to testing it anytime in the future. Thank you very much for watching again, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.